say heavy, I zoom on the pride of my people already. Them I say early, me I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful the people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cut in both of my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. Boy, that them gonna know the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only come for the money bags and I don't really wanna be famous. You know what's up? You know what's up? You know pretend. You know the lie. You know the gang. You know what's up?
It's been a wet and dreary day by the shores of Lake Erie, but we have football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Browns at 4-3, a game over 500. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them. Galvanize themselves and go forward and get a win in this one.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They go with Chubb on second down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
What a matchup we have here in the AFC North on this All Hallows Eve, otherwise known, of course, as Halloween. Kids probably shuffling home right now from trick-or-treating, all hopped up on sugar and ready to drive their parents crazy as these two old rivals get together here on this final day of October in a game that's been highly anticipated. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing on third down, Watson. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 26. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
The first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drop. Faking the give. Now Watson. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Chubb looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
He's a little too aggressive there from his Mike linebacker spot.
Sometimes you jump into gaps trying to draw them off sides. This time he tricked himself.
They run for it with Hunt. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Hunt is unable to get in on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. As they start on the ground. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
From the 50, it's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On first down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And again, it's Chubb. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Chubb will get the call running left, and they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. From the red zone now, Watson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Off of play action, it's Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Watson to Njoku there for the Cleveland first.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Watson looks to throw again. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Again, it's Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. Mixing up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now Jones.
He'll air this one out for Boyd.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get it back here just past the 35.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson.
swings this out for Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. To the air yet again, Watson. This is caught, and they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Watson.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Browns would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. He will find his man Chase complete.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Jones. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Wait a second. They declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how anytime you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
So that, Charles, maybe the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something, because we're into the third quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
Let's go.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back to Mixon on first down, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Jet sweep, Boyd with it. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Off play action. Jones. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
And just when the offense seemed to be figuring things out, they had a little bit of a setback there. Finally getting a drive going. They can't let that stop them, especially since they've been shut out this far in.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Jones. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Jones looking middle, and it's incomplete.
They certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Jones.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. Hunt will try going up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 44, Watson.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Taven Bryan with a nice play defensively. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking deep downfield.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And some room to roam now. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach...
There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Jerome Ford
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Browns are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. The York on now for the extra point.
And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
That is taken in by Hurst. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off the play fake, Jones. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Browns are going to have it here just past the 25. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 26. After the interception, here's Watson.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. And that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. It's caught by Bryant.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
From the 31, Watson.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier. He wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. Well, he certainly will have some explaining to do.
On 1st and 10, Watson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
And the Bengals are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
They go play action here on first down, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Let's go ahead and put check marks by it all, partner. No points. Down by 4 touchdowns. Haven't had anything going today on offense. Why not add a late sack to the mix? Obviously, a day to forget for all involved. Let's give plenty of credit to this defensive effort. They've been excellent from start to finish.
He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
And now here's another interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
York now for the extra point.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. So Cleveland able to